Yes, go ahead. Please go ahead.
Yes,
Oh,
I'm ready.
yes.
Ready?
Okay, so we just go. Local guides clean the world. What is local guides clean the world? You know that, but for the ones that never heard about this, we can say that local guides is powered by us. What it means? It means that it's a project created by local guides for local guides. It's not an official Google program, but of course, it was becoming so popular that now the Local Guides Connect group is supporting us in every possible way. Now, a little bit about the meeting rules that you already know, but we want to let you know, you see the record indication on your screen. It means that the session is recorded. So please mute yourself. If you have to ask something, just use the chat and we will be happy if we can, if we have time to respond to every one of you. So as we are filming you, it will be nice if you want to turn your camera on because we like to see your face. And if you are on mobile, please put it on landscape so the recording will be better. And you will be able to better see our presentation. Okay, who's next? Feliciana.
Yay, it's me. Hello again, local guides. It's so nice to have you all today here. My name is Felicia. I'm a level 8 local guide from Jakarta, Indonesia. I'm also the part of the Connect Moderator on the Local Guides Connect, and also a part of the 50 Guiding Stars 2020, recognized as a community builder.
Woo!
It's such an honor for me. And I'm also an influencer on Google Crowdsource. Over to you, Ermes.
You are mute, Ermes.
I'm ashamed to talk about it. And well, again, my name is Ermes. I am a local guide level 9, and I'm trying to reach level 10, but it's very difficult for me in this moment. I live in Italy, and I am a moderator of Local Guides Connect. I started with the community 3 programs right now. One is this one, Local Guides Clean the World. One is Project Rebuilding that nobody knows, but it's about the earthquake that we had in Italy in 2016, and it's the reason why I am a local guide. And Accessible Life, and we will have a session tomorrow about Accessible Life, that is an accessibility program. And I am an influencer on Google Crowdsource too. Jordan?
Absolutely. I'm level 10 local guide simply because I write so many reviews. As you can see on here, I am proud to write a bunch of detailed reviews. Most of them are like 6 to 8 sentences long. So that's my forte on, on Google Maps. I am a moderator on Connect as well. And then in my day job, I'm also fully plugged into Google products. So I work with clients with Google Ads and in my business and analytics, and I use Google products at home and for work all the time. So I'm going to throw it over to Luigi, our hype man.
Hello, thank you, Jordan. Hello, everybody. Very welcome here to this session about Local Guides Clean the World. I'm Luigi from Italy, level 8 local guides. I'm originally from Naples. I like to say that because people from the south, they have a bit more shape, as we know. Sorry, Ermes, I hope you don't be offended by that. But I'm currently living in Tuscany, so maybe most of you know about that. I'm a moderator of Local Guides Connect as well, together with Feliciana and Ermes and Jordan. And yeah, I see a tag here on the screen, the selfie master. Let's say that I like to, when we are all together, I like people, I like connecting, I like when we are all together, and I like to take pictures of that because that's what we are remembering about those beautiful moments. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Luigi. And well, this is a funny story because, you know, even if Italy is smaller than California, and we consider that we have more states of United States because every one of us is living in a different area with different language, different food. So we hope that when you will come to Italy, you will enjoy all the areas because you will have a lot of different experience moving from one side to another one. And by the way, what is Local Guide Clean the World? This is in the official words of a Google moderator. It's a campaign started on March 2018 to encourage fellow local guide contributors to take an active role in cleaning their community by planning environmental-friendly meetups and service projects. Thank you, Brittany, for these words that was introducing Local Guides Clean the World to the community in an official way. The picture is real. It's not built by us, even if it looks like it is. And it was a real event in a real situation in the flood that was involving my area in the northeast east of Italy just 1 year ago. And we was just ending Connect Live, and I arrived at home to find my area completely covered by flood. By the way, let's go to the story.
Alas.
Okay. Local Guides Clean the World started on January 2018. And where is the idea coming from? The idea is coming from a jacket, not this one, another jacket that Google sent to me as a Connect moderator, and that had a big indication, local guides here. And as it was winter, I wanted to go to the beach to take a picture because it was cool, you know, to have the jacket with the sea, on the seaside on winter. And well, when we arrived to the seaside, we arrived to the beach, and what we found is what you can see in that photo. So the first things that I thought was, oh my God, we need to clean this beach. And then, being a local guide, I said, okay, we can arrange a meetup for this. And then my brain was quickly moving one step forward, and I said, well, how many beaches we have all around us in this condition? So I can do a meetup, I can go there, I can go by myself and feel good for this because I can clean that piece of the beach. But what happened to the other piece? What happened to the rest of the world? And from there, on January, we started to think about to create a movement to do that. We said, we are local guides, we are all around the world. Why not to do that? And so for this reason, I started to talk with other people, with Connect Moderator, and in the background with Google, especially, I have to say, with Google Singapore, just to mention how the local guide moves all around the world. And they say, okay, we can do that. You have to do that. And okay, I wrote like a crazy. I did something like, I don't want to say so crazy like what Adrian did now for the community, and thank you, Adrian. But anyway, I was writing like a crazy to create the project, to design everything, and to start. And in March 2018, the project is still live. If you go to see my original post, I was expecting to have Clean the World running for till the end of the year. 2.5, near to 3 years later, we're still running, we're still cleaning, we still be super active in the community. The activity is growing up, is increasing everywhere in the world. And so right now, I think that Local Guide Clean the World will never end, even if I will be so happy one day to write a post and say, I will close the movement because we don't have any more need to clean the world, because the world is clean. Right now, it is not. So we have to run. And, well, I was expecting somebody to ask me what is the mission, but I can do it by myself right now. And so what is the mission of Local Guides Clean the World? The mission of Local Guides Clean the World is basically in this picture. In the picture that, again, is coming from a cleanup, food for thought. We want to make the people thinking. We want to create awareness about the environment through our initiative. Local guides are extremely important in this planet because how many local guides? Who know how many local guides we have around the world?
That's very tough question.
Okay. How many? You can answer. Luigi?
Millions?
I would say everybody who has a phone,
27
who has
billion.
a smartphone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
20 million.
120 million.
Who Who wants to give the official answer?
21 million. 21 million.
I would.
Can you, Luigi, give us the official number? Up to 1 year ago?
Oh, that was.
Okay, I will.
Go on.
120 millions of local guides. Can you imagine this number? It's huge.
Huge.
120 millions local guides around the world. Do you know how many local guides we have on Local Guides Connect? Right now, more than 1,300,000. Not overly all are active, of course, but 1 million people all around the world is a huge number. Even if 10% of you, 100,000, decided just to do something for the environment, we can really have a huge impact in the world. So that's why local guides initiatives all around the world are so important. So, okay.
Ermes, I will ask you a question now.
Yeah.
You're dying for questions. So I have this same issue in the United States. A lot of people are wondering, like, how do you create awareness for cleanup projects, for environmentally conscious projects, and everything else? So I know you have that in here. So give us some details on how to create some more awareness.
Yeah. Okay. And this is exactly this slide. And guys, there is a simple way to create awareness on what we do. Because, you know, most of the people is just scared when we say we have to clean the world, for the simple reason that they say, oh my God, the world is huge. How can I clean the world? I can't. But I can clean a little part. And especially what I need to do is to be visible. Guys, we are visible everywhere in the world because we add photos in Google Maps, we add our review, we put our face in there. So we are already visible, all of us, all of you. So what if we do something here and we know how to do it because we use computers, we use apps, we need to communicate to the world how the situation is as what we can do. So create awareness as a local guide means to use basically 4 channels: communication, documentation, education, and meetups. And all of them are connected together. Okay. Communication means that we can share what we do in every social media channel. Well, I had a conversation times ago in Local Guides Connect where a guy from, it doesn't matter where now, was telling me, oh, you just want to be seen, you just want the people to make a like on your Facebook page because, guy, you want to show the world that you are good. And he said, we are cleaning our village with a group of people and we don't tell this anybody. Okay. And I asked him and say, how many other people are imitating you, are joining you, doing the same? How many people is using you as an example to do this also in their own village? No one, because nobody knows what you do. So sharing is important, not because you want to be famous. Sharing is important because you want to create emulation, because you want to show to the other people that this is possible. It's simple and it's easy to do. We don't need to have a big army to clean the world. We need to have a lot of people that wants to do something by himself and especially wants to show what he's doing, because in this way he is creating awareness. So communication is the first step. It is important. How
Ermes, it looks like we have a raised hand if somebody has a question for us.
Yeah. Yes,
So
please.
Please go ahead if you raise your hand and you got a question relating to communications.
Pratik, go on.
Could have been accidental.
Yeah, maybe just a test of the hand.
Go
Okay.
on. Yeah.
I'm moving forward. And
Now
so,
you need to tell us what's that G on the picture. I'm curious about that. Yeah,
okay,
I see a big G, white G.
well, this is G because this is a picture that Google provided to me now. This big G is perfectly casual because for communication, well, this is a sculpture that is in a small park in a town here, very close to where I live. And I love this picture because it's something written in the water, over the water. And casually, the big G was the only piece of metal in stainless steel. So it's coming up in the picture. It's not related to Google, even if it looked like.
Thank you very much. That's very interesting.
Yeah. And so what can we communicate? We can document. We just need a mobile phone and we just need to take picture. We can take picture, we can click and share. And we can use our social channel. Okay, in this picture, you maybe you don't see if you are a mobile. There is a piece of a dirty river, and this picture is live, of course, somewhere in Facebook because it is a very old picture. But we start to communicate. Why? Because we want to create discomfort. The world is beautiful, and we love to talk about the beauty of the world, but sometimes we also need to think and to talk about what is wrong, and we need to show this. Because if we create discomfort, we create a situation, let's say, where the business say, oh, I will not have more customer if the area is dirty. So I will take care of that. And other people can move because nobody likes to see on the social media that somebody say that your place is dirty, just to give you an example. So click and share.
We have a question. There is Doc Dels who is asking, what are the biggest challenge you face in this movement, in this program?
Okay, the biggest challenge that I found was in the first beginning when I had to really convince myself that this was possible. Because at the very first beginning, I was thinking, okay, I can try. I can start to write a post, I can start to involve the community, but I was not sure that really the other people would have been captured by the idea. And so the biggest challenge for me was to start, to be able to start, to find, to be so brave to start and really to write a post and to put my face on the community and to say, hey guys, this is what we can do together. So I had to believe myself first that it was possible. And then I had to not be ashamed by myself of what I was doing. Because it is not always easy to put your face in there and then to fall off. It's very easy sometimes to do something and to write a post and then to forget it and to leave it there. The second challenge thing was to find the constant energy to run this all the time without any stops, any interruption, now for near to 3 years. So,
thank you.
So, okay, guys, we need to move forward. The next step is education. Why? This is very, very, very important. I did a cleanup on the beach on the last January 2020. Yes, this year. It seems one century ago. And well, we had a lot of families and we had a lot of children in there. And I remember one lady, I have the video of her, that was traveling from Hungary to reach Venice to clean the beach. And it was amazing for me because I made a short interview to her and I asked her why you're traveling 2,000 kilometers to come here to clean the beach. And she said, because I'm coming with my kids. And we come here on this beach every summertime because we want to enjoy the sun. And we like this beach because it's clean. Now, due to the flood, the beach is covered with dirt. We want to take our role, our responsibility to clean the beach. The picture that you see here is about some light that probably is coming from the restaurant in the Alps. And the lights was traveling on the water for more than 200 kilometers. I was stopping along the river near to my house. And this wasn't the flow that we have in the Alps. 2 years ago, when with the storm, we lost 18 millions of trees in 5 minutes. And well, we worked to clean the beach with more than 500 people. This was the most amazing cleanup that I did. I will not have time to show you the video now because it takes too much time. Maybe if we are fast, I can show you at the end of the session. But it was amazing to have more than 500 people there to clean the beach. And most of the people was just following the people that started the initiative. We were expecting 100 people, no more. And because 50 was signing up and we say they will come with the family. And then the people that was walking on the beach saw us and they stopped to help. So for me, it was one of the most emotional moments of Clean the World, just because of this, because we were able to involve the whole complete community of the area. So education is extremely important. And it's important, especially for kids, because the kids are then teaching us what we have to do. They are learning very quickly, and the kids then can tell us how we have to respect the environment, more than how we can do to them. We can learn from them. So it is important. It is important to work in the school. And well, meetups. I know that you can see a lot of popular faces in this meetup, in this picture, and this is because
Where is it, Ermes? Where is it?
Yeah, tell me. You can tell me where it is.
Yeah, I do remember something actually. This is last year Connect Live 2019, right?
Yes.
Got it.
This is Connect Live 2019, and it was for the second year we started. We had the Clean the World event just 4 hours before the start of Connect Live. So for 2 years, we were involving a lot of local guides just to wake up early in the morning, go to drink a coffee at 7 o'clock, and then go in one public park and do a cleanup before to go to Connect Live, and then run like a crazy, take a quick shower, and bam, immediately inside Connect Live. So
by the way, after late evening before, so the early morning coffee was after late evening, the evening before.
Of course, but okay. This is something that we don't need to tell around. People don't need to know this.
Ermes, we have a couple of questions. Do you want them now? So, have you ever faced the critics blaming that you spread this info just for hype or personal profit? If yes, how do you deal with that? It's from Julia. And then we have how we educate the people from Umair, if I'm not wrong.
Okay. Thank you, guys. And I would be happy to stay here 3 hours to talk about Clean the World, and you will have to shut me, to stop me, but unfortunately we have to do it quickly. So I will try to be faster. And Julia, yes, I had some time to fight with the people that was accusing me not to get money, because we never have received any money for this. The only things that sometimes we had received an help for the tools to clean that was provided by the association, but money was never ever involved in our activity. And one of the reasons why we do not accept money is because we don't want to have this kind of critics. I mean, we want to be free. We want to be free to do what we feel, what we like, and we want to feel good when we do something.
Ermes,
so,
I can chime in here too. We talked about this on our pre-presentation meeting.
Yeah.
That a lot of people think, and then today in social media, people share things just to make themselves seem better or seem that they're doing something and that they're better than other people. So, but one of the things I've found is that every person's personality is different. There's some people who can go out on their own, take photos, things for hype and just to hype themselves up. But there's other people who will not go help or do one of these cleanups without knowing someone or without the comfort of a group or something else. So that's a great way to deal with those challenges too, is to let them know that we do this because it creates a safe space for people who won't do this on their own or don't have a network of people to create one of these meetups or do these cleanups. So that's a great way to combat that criticism.
Yeah, and I agree with you. And as we said yesterday, there is already there is a local guide, not a lady, there is a local guide in London that adopted a street, and she's not doing meetups. Well, really not. Really, recently, last year, she started to organize meetups. But the idea was to simply adopt the street and let the other people know that every week, she was cleaning the street. So let's say Saturday morning, and she was inviting other people to join. And at the beginning, she was alone. And then, probably the coffee on the other side of the road started to help them to have a piece of road cleaned. And then another neighbor was coming to help her. And now they have this tradition, and they keep the street cleaned every week. So adopting the street is one of the initiatives that we can do. But of course, if we can, we want to do meetup. Why? Because we want to meet. And the second question was, Luigi?
How we educate the people from Umair.
Well, we
just got one now from Kamod. How do you feel after a cleaning work campaign? Yeah.
So I will answer to the last first, because this is the reason why for 2 years we wanted to run a Clean the World meetup early in the morning before Connect Live. Don't give in to anybody the possibility to sleep till late and to come very, very relaxed to the event. No, we wanted the people to wake up at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, go in the park, clean the park, come back, take the shower, and arrive to Connect Live like this, because you feel good. And this is the real reason, because you feel good, because when you do something for others, and at the end of the day, you say, I'm okay with myself, I feel good. So all the people that did the Clean the World, they was looking tired, like me now, but every one of them was so happy, so smiling. The smile of that people is something that I will never forget. And you see the smile on this picture, and we have a big album. When you have time, you can just go and connect and check it. But the smiling of the people after a hard day of work for doing something good is amazing. It's the best prize that you can have. So let's go to education. How to educate the people? Well, this is very possible, because when we do a meetup, for example, this is a meetup that we did 2 years ago in San Francisco, close to Golden Gate. And the first things that we do is to exchange knowledge. I mean, meeting people together and knowing that most of the people love the environment, we can exchange our experience and we can teach to each other. Then we can, and somewhere we did it. I know that in Indonesia they did it. They did an educational camp. They did a 2 days meetup with students. They invited the students in a camp, and they were teaching about how to care about the environment. And somebody, I don't want to do the name because he's not discovering himself, but the daughter of a local guide was teaching Clean the World in the university. She was using the Clean the World program in the university to teach to the other people how to care about the environment. This is amazing for me. I have this video, but it is private. And so I don't want to disclose who the person is, but it is amazing to see this lady on the university teaching Clean the World to the people. for me, it was,
Ermes,
yes.
we do have a good question that spears off of this slide really well. So I think the great ways to exchange knowledge is meetups. But a good question we have in here is, how can people spread the message that you're talking about during COVID, when people can't go out and meet up like normal?
Yes. Okay. During COVID, I am preparing one step back. I had a serious issue in the last month with my health and my family, but I was preparing one post for this because about what I call COVID waste. And during COVID, we have another way to take care about the environment. That is, for example, the first things, do not throw away your mask, please. Take care of your mask. And during COVID, I'm just coming out from a quarantine, so what I have learned is that every waste during COVID is a special treatment, a special product, and need to have a special treatment. So don't throw anything away if you are quarantined, but keep everything together because it needs to be burned. And there are areas in the world where we can do individual cleanup, even if not in group, because we cannot go together. And moving alone, we can document. And I will go immediately to this because we said we can, during a meetup, we can learn, but on the next slide, we can document, report, and evaluate. So we don't need to clean. If I am alone, it's lovely if you want to clean, of course. But what is extremely important is to document, is to show how the situation is. In most areas of the world, we also have local authorities that have to clean, but we need to report this. We need to document this. So if you are not organized, because it's not very simple to organize a clean the world meetup in some area of the world, because you need to get permission, but for sure you can go and have a meetup for documenting the situation. This is very simple, and this can be done every time that you have got the permission to go outside, even if alone. You can go there if you want about an area, and you can report it. I wrote a post about that, to how to build mind maps for reporting this situation, and how to share the mind maps to the public authority. I did it. And I was taking photo, I was adding the photo to the mind maps, I was sending the maps to the public authority that have to clean the area in my region, in my city. And after 1 day, they sent me an email and said, okay, thank you so much. We will go to clean. After 1 week, I went there back and everything was clean. Simply because my reporting probably was public because I published on Facebook. And so I stimulate them to do something for that. So documenting, reporting is important. And then, of course, we can organize meetups. Organizing meetups, guys, is not very simple in this case, and because I do not want to have any one of you that simply go on the street alone and go to pick up trash. I mean, the first rules for everyone is do not put yourself at risk. The first person that you have to care about is you, and you have to care about yourself and to know that when you organize this kind of meetup and you go along the river, you go along the road, you go in natural areas where something wrong can happen, you must be sure to protect yourself first. So depending on where you live, you will have to take permission, and I will be happy to talk about this more extensively in Connect, in a post. If you have a question, you can just ask me, or in my Clean the World post, or you can just write a post and say, how can I organize a meetup in this area? And we will support you in every possible way. And now, of course, we don't have enough time to go in detail about this. But
Ermes, I have a good question. Well, as you know, every local guides love to post something, either in Connect or like the social media. When you talk about the communication, documentation, and how to spread the message to create the awareness of the clean the world, do you have any specific hashtag so that the local guide can spread the
Well,
message?
the first hashtag that you can find everywhere on social media is exactly local guides clean the world. And then we were thinking about also to use, LCW, but some short hashtag. But the one that you will find everywhere is local guides clean the world. You can find this in all the social media, from Twitter to Facebook to Instagram. It is a little bit long, I know, but we didn't want it to use an acronym because we wanted for everyone to be clear that this was the local guide initiative and not something different. And we can do that. And of course, we can talk more about this in Connect. I will be happy to do that. And of course, every time that you communicate, you can use the logo. The logo, yeah.
We'll show off the pin that I got last year from Ermes.
Hermes?
It's such an honor.
Oh my
Erna
God.
has a question.
Yeah, I would like to
Sure,
share
go.
something. And I live in Michigan. I found this sign in every park. They said that take only memories, leave only footprints, or like take only pictures, leave only footprints. I thought this a very inspiring sign.
Of course, this is
Clean word.
absolutely important. And I saw one box in the Alps, in Cancillo, very close to here, and on the cover of the box there is a text, and the text say, "Who is the enemy of the nature?" And you open the box and there is a mirror, and the same things you can see. For example, I saw in California, in Woodwood, there is a similar indication with the box that you can open and you see yourself in there, because we are the first one that have to care about the environment, and we are the most dangerous elements that can destroy the environment. By the way, let's say that we can move, and if you, in your communication, you are free to use the logo. The logo is available in Local Guides Connect. If you check the Local Guides Clean the World project, and you can use all the time, you can print on your t-shirt, or you can create a pin, you can create everything that is related to Local Guides Clean the World. And you can use on your meetup, you can use on your post, you can use on social media. The one that Feliciana have on her hand is a special one because it's related also to another project that is reporting on Google Maps. This is an idea that is an idea exchange written by me. It's actually closed, but who knows? The idea have hundreds and hundreds of likes, and he's about creating something in Google Maps to report waste. By the way, I do not want to advertise about the idea because we don't have too much time. And again, how many meetups we did? I'm asking by myself right now because I want to go quickly. So, guys.
Wow.
This map is available for everyone. It's public on Local Guide Connect, and it's showing to us the amount of the meetups. What does it mean? It means that every time you do a meetup, an event, a photo walk, you should write a post, share the photo, share the album, and tag myself and tag one amazing person that I don't know if it is here today, is David Tito. David Tito is an incredible local guide from Australia, from Perth, Australia, and he is the father of this map. This map is public for every one of you and is constantly updated. Every time that you do something, that you create an event, we will add the event on the maps. If you go there, if you go in Connect and check for the maps and go to open the maps, sorry guys, I don't have the link now because I know that you don't have time then to follow the link, you open that maps, and from there you will find all the places where we already had a cleanup, and from there you will find the link to the post in Connect, and you will find the link to the post in social media. So this map is a big index, and as you can see, we basically had events already in all the world, excluded Antarctica, because what you see in Antarctica really is just a report about a photo, but it is a story, is not an event. But in all the other continents, we already moved with the local guides to clean something. And this is incredible. So as we have not too much time right now, let me introduce to you a few, just a few, because we don't have time to mention thousands of people, but a few of the heroes that we have here. Okay, some of you is here, I know. So congratulations to you guys.
Yes.
And
Thank you.
Wow.
as we can see here, just a few of the countries, you know, we see exactly Sri Lanka and Kasung and the wonderful Mai, and we see here Argentina. Argentina, they did
India.
an incredible meetup in for the first time in Buenos Aires, and it was amazing. They did it at the beginning of the year, if I remember correctly, and we had Pakistan, and we have Brazil, Indonesia. What they doing in Indonesia, guys? You may have no idea about what they do in Indonesia. The local guide for the environment. I was becoming crazy. I know, David, because you know it was surprising me in an incredible way when I saw especially two communities, Bogor and Batu, and how they every week they clean the river. Every week they go, and how not to mention, you can find F. Joe in Local Guide and read what he's doing and follow him on social media. And you can find Brian in Local Guides Connect. And they do amazing things with hundreds of people every time. They are really keeping the two rivers clean. Now, guys, I know that you are doing a wonderful job and they have awards only for you. You guys now need to explain to the other people that they don't need to put everything in the river, because you do a wonderful job. But as I said before, I will be happy today that I will be able to close this program and to write a post and say the world don't need any more local guides in the world. By the way, what you do in Indonesia is amazing. Congratulations, guys. And United States.
Thank you.
And we have United States.
It's great, really great.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah. And we have Africa. We have Bangladesh. Of course, we had India, even if I didn't publish the photo here. I know. And Africa again, Cote d'Ivoire, and Nigeria. Guys, they do an amazing and incredible job. And I mentioning here just a few countries. I'm not mentioning Spain, and where the people was doing an incredible thing. I'm not mentioning France. I'm not mentioning Julian. That is a Connect moderator that is traveling with the bike, with the basket behind the bike, and he's stopping everywhere to clean the road when he saw plastic around or something dirty. So we have a short time. We have to close in 1 minute. What is the future? The future is you. Anything else? I mean, right now, I hope that you get inspired by this, because the next one that can move and clean the world and put one more stone. Well, this is something that I like to mention, because this is what Kashif, that is another Connect moderator, is writing all the time. He said, you move the stone and you create an avalanche. Yes, I know that, even if I don't like to say this of me, but you can be the next one that move the stones in your area and that contribute with your activity to make the world a better place to live. So thank you very much. We are waiting for you. Thanks, guys. And I think that you have to leave in a few minutes if you are in another session. If you are not in another session, please give me a few seconds, and I will try to find something for you to see. Maybe because this wasn't ready, but it would be very nice to close with this if I can, if I'm able to do it. Let's see.
Hello.
Yeah, what have you? Okay. If you have time.
No audio, Hermes.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Now it doesn't matter.
You can speak over.
Yes, of course. Really, I don't know what he did because I had too many screens open. By the way, this was a storm that was coming down from the Alps at the end of 2019, 2018, and 18,000 trees was falling down. And with the storm, they went on the river, and down from the river, they went to the beach. This was the beach. And you can see the beach is in a terrible situation. It was completely covered with tree, and more than 500 people, here is one of the small groups, was moving on the beach to clean it. And in 2 weekends, we removed tons and tons of plastic from 12.5 kilometers all along the beach. And we were, I know that some of you is here today. I know that because I saw him here around. And we were able really to do an action that was unbelievable for our areas. We was so surprised for this. And I believe that if we did it, everyone can do it. So think about, and if you want to join Clean the World, just do it. Maybe you have the audio now.
Great, thank you very much, Hermes. It was a wonderful presentation.
Thank you so much, Ermes.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks so much,
guys.
Ermes. It's really great.
Thank you very much, guys. Remember that
Thank you.
if you are
very
booked
much,
in another
guys. Have a
session,
great day.